going on, Fishaholics? Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. My name is Rich, and thank you all so much for clicking on this video and tuning in. And right now I am here in the beautiful New Brunswick, Canada, on the edge of the Miramichi River. My Airbnb is just right up the hill there, on the water here for only 120 bucks a night. And today is the second day that I'm going to be exploring around and fishing this beautiful area. And yesterday I fished, I believe, like 8 spots that I've never fished before. I just found them on Google Maps and did a lot of research, and I skunked it 4, but I caught it the other 4. And the last spot that I fished yesterday was just absolutely unbelievable. Like almost every cast towards the end that I was getting bit or catching a fish, and I think I ended the day with like 40 something striped bass, and I actually caught one saltwater run brook trout, which is crazy because I've never caught a saltwater run brook trout before. And I think now I'm gonna go grab my gear and we're gonna start to get after it. And I think we're gonna start this second day where we ended the first day yesterday. And if you missed yesterday's video, I'll link it down in the description or somewhere on the screen. It's hot. I overdressed a little and we just had to walk like 1.5 miles, maybe even 2 miles to get out to this peninsula here. That was very, very fishy yesterday. And we've got the end of the incoming tide, so you can kind of see the rip there. So the water is going that way up inside the bay. And the plan for this spot is to fish the end of this incoming tide, and then we'll fish like 2 or 3 hours into the outgoing tide, and hopefully that'll be enough to get a bunch of fish, but then maybe also some better quality fish today. Like, I would be extremely happy if we could get some striped bass like in the 10 to 15 pound range. So let's get to it. All right, I think I'm gonna start out with this 7-inch Zoom Super Fluke on this 1/2 ounce jig head, because this is what worked really well yesterday. But I just want to retie because we got a lot of fish. Now let's thread on our Zoom Super Fluke. And on a J-hook jig head like this, I prefer to actually rig it upside down. When you're fishing weedless, this is the proper way to rig it, right side up like that. But I prefer this because I feel like the tail just has a little more action when rigged upside down. let's see if there's anybody home. We really left them biting yesterday, so I'd imagine there should still be some fish here. So the setup I'm using is the Dark Matter SPS Redfish Travel spinning rod, which is an awesome like medium fast action spinning rod, and I have it paired up with this BGMQ 5000. I'm using 20-pound braid, and I have a 30-pound fluorocarbon leader on. Oh, just had a bite. There he is. We're on. First fish of the day. A nice little diaper striper to get things going. There he is. It's amazing. Such a little fish can eat such a big presentation. So we've got current now going from right to left, and in a couple hours it'll switch and go left to right. And when you're fishing in a scenario like this, I don't care if it's in New Jersey, Connecticut, Long Island, and all over New England, generally you want to try and cast a little bit more to the right, and you're going to take a couple cranks with the reel and maybe a jig or two, and then when you pause it, you know, you're going to let it just swing a little bit more in the current. And the fish love it when it has some swing to it. There was a bite. See how I paused it and boom, we got nailed. And that's just how they see bait when it's cutting across the rip. So you got to try and imitate that the best you can. And sometimes I'll cast more down current or so, and then therefore I'll probably just pause it for even longer because it's hanging in the current more. Oh, there he is. Oh, lost him. Oh, he's back. They're following it. Oh, still following it. There he is. That one might be a little better. Or he's just in that current, using it to his advantage. He's a little bigger. Now I'm anticipating like 95% of our catch today to be striped bass, but that other 5%, I think there's a possibility we could find a salmon or maybe a sea run brown or brook trout. And if a big enough salmon swims by, I'd imagine he would try to probably hit this. Oh, there was a good one. Right at my feet there. Let's check the hook. I scratched my nail to see if it's still pretty sharp, and it's good. That last one just missed it. What's good about using a larger profile bait like this in a scenario where there's a lot of smaller fish is, you know, it's going to help you not hook every single one of them. So at least maybe, you know, say out of 5 bites, 4 of them or 3 of them will hit the tail on the back and not get the hook, and then it just, you know, gives it a better opportunity to have a, you know, for a bigger fish to come along and eat the whole thing. There he is. Striper number 3. Another real tiny one. Quick release. Oh, they're on it, they're on it, they're on it. There he is. Crazy how many of these little fish are here. And supposedly the stock of fish that live in this area are more on the smaller size. They're slow growing, longer lived, and they don't get as big as the southern striper stock do. But recently I've heard that there are some larger fish being caught more regularly. Larger being like 10, 15 to maybe 20 pounds, which would still be a really nice fish and an epic fight on a light inshore setup like this. Oh, another bite. They're on it. There he is. Once this bite dies down, then I'll probably, try moving a little bit, and we'll see where else we can find some fish. I think the outgoing tide is going to produce possibly some larger fish. I think the current's just going to rip a lot more, and it's going to pull out any fish that pushed up there. It might also pull out some herring or any kind of bigger bait. There he is. That might be a little better one. Nope. He had bigger head shakes when he first hit. I wonder how many are out there. Look at that. I didn't even have to set the hook. He just slurped it up like spaghetti and he was on there. This one's kind of got a cool pattern. Beautiful. Well, it seems like the incoming current is starting to slow up, and I took like 20-30 more casts after that last fish, and I had one more bite but no other hookups. All right, let's try picking up the gear now. And there's another point on the opposite side of this peninsula that looks really good, and then if we go around that point on the other side of the dunes here, there's like a cove slash creek up in there, and I think we should try throwing around this little 3-inch Yozuri for the next hour or so, or until this outgoing tide gets started here. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll put it in front of a hungry salmon or a trout, which would be epic to catch one of them. And we'll come back here hopefully get a few more stripers, and then we'll start working our way back to the car. And after this area, I think I'm gonna go check out a wharf that's a little bit further south of here, and then maybe we'll hit up a couple creeks later this afternoon, and then that'll kind of be the day. So stay tuned, let's keep it going. This all looks really fishy right here. And it looks like the tide's starting to go out already right here. Oh gosh, I'm getting hit already. Oh, there he is. Oh, he popped off. Oh, he's back on. Jesus. Woo! This one's ripping pretty good. Could it actually be at least like a 25-incher? No, I'm not that lucky. Maybe 20 inches. Another. This guy choked it. All right, well, we found a few here on this second point. And now, since the outgoing current is really starting to rip and I stopped getting bites here, let's go back to that first spot and see if we can get on a few more there, and then I think we're gonna start working back. All right, let's try along here. We'll give it like 20-30 minutes unless we start getting some nicer fish. There he is. Found one. This current's definitely running a lot harder on the outgoing right now, and There's gotta be something bigger in this current. I just can't believe that we're not like finding them. Another. Oh, there he is. That feels like the best one of the day so far. It sure has the most weight, or it feels like it. Hard to tell in the hard outgoing current. Yeah, that's probably the biggest of the day. Not bad. That's probably like a solid 23, 24 inches. There's got to be at least one 30-incher swimming around here. That's a better fish. Oh yeah. This might be the biggest of the day. Biggest of the trip too. Woo-hoo, there he goes, finally. He just realized he's hooked. Truly, I was gonna take like a dozen more casts maybe, and then we were gonna leave if this fish didn't hit. Oh, she doesn't like me. Stay hooked, baby, stay hooked, stay hooked. There we go. That's probably a solid like 26, maybe 27 inches. Biggest of the day and biggest of the trip. See ya, baby. All right, that was nice. Now that we're getting some fish like that size, then I'm starting to think there's potential that we might be able to find one like 10 or 15 pounds, which would be awesome. So let's keep it going. That looks good out there. gosh! Oh, he hit it under the surface. Woo! Those stripers couldn't resist the popper. Nice. That's a decent one too. Maybe we'll find some larger ones to eat the popper. That one's got a cool pattern. Oh! That one hit its subsurface. Dang. It's taking the fun out of it. This guy's gonna be a pain. There we go. Oh, he's on it. This guy's acting weird, this fish here. Might have snagged him in the back or something. Yep, in the back. Look at, they're on it right there. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, look at that. That one aired out of the water. That was so cool. That's a bigger one too. I'm super happy we switched to top water, man. This might be the biggest of the day. I've got all the barbs crushed on these treble hooks, so I'm trying to just lightly pull her in and get her to the beach. This current is roaring, look at this. I'm just trying to keep tension, and I think we'll get her. Oh, she's not done yet. Look at that. Woo! Yeah, this is definitely the biggest of the day and of the trip. Oh yeah. This one might be pushing 28 inches. The biggest one that we got earlier on the Zoom Fluke was to about here. This one is to the end of the Y in medium heavy on the rod. We'll measure that later. All right, let's get this beauty back. Whew. Let's get another one. Can we get even bigger? That was probably a slot size fish. You know, if you're from the States, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a Canadian, the slot size fish down in the States to keep is 31 inches to 28 inches. Oh, there's another one. Oh my gosh. That was a hard bite. Also, by the bite, it looked like it was gonna be another bigger one, but I think it's just a small guy with a bit of an attitude. Oh my God, look at him go. Oh, right there. Nice. Oh, he's going. Go, 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 baby, go. This is another slightly bigger fish. Nice. Right out here on the edge of this sandbar. That blow up noise was just awesome. That's what I live for right there, and I'm sure some of you guys watching at home do. Nice. Hey, take it easy. There he is. I think this is going to be the last one. I started working my way back from the sandbar and just got this little guy to crush it. He's so young, he doesn't even know how to fight yet. He's just spinning in circles. See how easy that shakes out with the barbless hooks. What a day. I'm really happy with how many fish we caught and the slightly better quality than what I got yesterday. And of course, yes, I'm gonna take one more lucky cast and then we'll take another one if we get a bite or catch another fish. We'll take one more. Look, we still got 50 yards till the beach. tomorrow I'm thinking about fishing somewhere different. Oh, getting swirled on. Oh! That was another little one. Oh, he's on it, he's on it, he's on it. Oh, there he is. There we go. One more wouldn't hurt. I lost count of how many fish I had today. Oh, quick release. That's okay. Probably get another one real quick. All right, that's it. Let's tie it up, or otherwise we'll be here for another 6 hours. All right, y'all. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I'm glad that we did not have to fish 15 hours today, again, like we did yesterday. Today we did about a 6 to 7 hour day, and we caught probably just as many fish on this exact spot as I did yesterday in the end of the day. But we definitely got some better quality today. So that's really, really awesome. And I have 3 more days left to fish down here in New Brunswick, or up here, I should say, depending on where you're from. If you live up in the Arctic, you know, it's down here. But most of you guys are probably south of here. And tomorrow, it looks like it's supposed to rain. So I'm not really sure what I'll do if I can't get out and do a successful all-day fishing mission in a new area, maybe further north or further south. Then I might just come back to this spot for a few hours, or if the next couple days look pretty decent to go to other locations, then I'm gonna probably try snooping around somewhere else, and then maybe save this spot for our final day, which is Monday, before flying home on Tuesday. But we shall see. We're just gonna kind of play it by ear and you know, make our decision day by day. And you know what? I think it's already starting to rain, so we're getting out of here right on time. So anyway, thank you all so much again. I hope to see you all in the next episode, and like always, live to fish, fish to live.